do you still expect Alabama to make the college football playoff?
The funny thing about beating Alabama is like you talk about having good losses and or bad losses. A high-ranked team, presumably, is a loss that you can explain away. But when you beat Alabama, you also become a more highly ranked team. So like Alabama is so good that no matter who beats them, we automatically assume, oh, they must be good. So yes, I do expect them. They're going to get, assuming they get in the SEC championship, there is no scenario. A team could have 5 losses. If they win the SEC championship, there's no scenario that they do not get advanced to the playoffs. So yes, I think they find a way into the playoffs.
I agree largely for that same reason, Domonique. And this was also, they dropped down to number 5 now in the latest rankings. I will say this, because a lot of people, and this is going to be like the weird Iowa conversation that we start having soon, where Iowa fans claim that they're largely disrespected by everyone, despite being a team that offensively is not going to be good enough to do that defense justice. If you watch the Penn State game this weekend, that was a game that Sean Clifford's Penn State likely wins, but Iowa's defense, give them credit. You knock the quarterback out in the second quarter, life changes a lot for that team. That being said, Alabama is going to be able to do this. Texas A&M is going to be a loss that I think looks a lot better because the Texas A&M team we saw in that game was the one we were supposed to get this entire year. This was supposed to be a culmination of a bunch of Jimbo's top 5 recruiting classes. This was supposed to be a Mike Elko defense that is going to give you galaxy brain pressures like the ones that rattled Bryce Young that night. And so I think in retrospect, that loss is going to be a little more justifiable because Texas A&M has been doing a bad magic trick of their own for the first half of the season and somehow making all of that talent look like the dead rabbit inside the box.
Pablo, is this what it feels like when you're listening to me give football takes? Because I was like, man, this Gojo, he must really watch college football in a way that I do not.
This guy actually knows what he's talking about as opposed to pretending. I just said some big
names. I say Alabama. I say Jimbo Fisher. Didn't Jimbo Fisher say he was going to beat Nick Saban and we all laughed at him?
Nick Saban gave him the laugh and he said, "Oh yeah, there it is." Wow.
Yes, we're going to beat Nick Saban's ass when he's there in golf. I mean, this is the thing though, right? Wouldn't you think that Jimbo Fisher's group chats after this game are just on fire? And I mean the group chat specifically full of Nick Saban assistants who have collectively gone 0 for forever against Nick Saban. This is not just a win for A&M as much as we can make it about the college football playoff. This is a win for everybody who ever worked for Nick Saban. He is now, 24-1 thanks to Jimbo Fisher.
Now I'm just thinking about Jimbo Fisher's group chats. Who else do you think are in a group chat?
Well, this was my thought is because you guys know one of the worst feelings in the world is when the group chat goes quiet because you know everyone else is side chatting about you. And so I'd imagine there's this Nick Saban group chat of him and Kirby Smart and Lane Kiffin and all these former assistants that has now gone silent because Nick knows they're all on the other side chat man, Jimbo, we appreciate you doing us this solid, dog. We needed this one. We're sick and tired of getting together every summer and listening to this dude talk his talk.
I don't think that Nick is in the group chat. I think it's just an assistant's group chat, and I think Jimbo has his chest out in the group chat, but he's getting no responses. And they're all in the side chat. Lane's like, man, we softened them up. We softened them up. We made it easy for you. That's what's happening.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.